morning, Elizabeth. Lucky and I were just talking about you.
I just took Rebecca's statement.
Yeah, such as it is. I mean, how many times have you and Elizabeth told your kids to look both ways before crossing the street?
More than once, I'd say.
I can't believe I ran out into the middle of the street without even looking. Lucky, I feel like such a klutz.
I'm just glad you're here to tell us about it. You were pretty out of it when they brought you into the ER.
Edward and Monica were so worried. I just feel awful for putting them through it. And Edward kept saying how he lost Emily and he couldn't lose me too.
This isn't relevant to your police statement. I'm just curious as a friend. Why were you in such a hurry to get to my house last night?
I was heading over to your house on total impulse.
I wish you would have called me first. I wasn't even there.
I couldn't believe how Nicholas was acting, and I wanted to talk to you about it.
You know, he and Ethan got into it at the Haunted Star last night. You probably haven't heard about that.
No, but that doesn't surprise me because he hasn't been himself lately, and I really wanted to talk to you about what's going on.
I'm not sure I could have been much help.
Well, after I talked to you, Lucky, I went out to Windermere, and I got a big surprise.
What happened?
Let's just say that I finally realized that Nicholas and I are over. That we never had anything real. And that I was never the one he wanted.
I guess it's pretty impossible to compete with a ghost.
See, I used to believe that too. But lately, Nicholas has been very focused on the here and now. He doesn't seem to care about what happened before or who he might hurt. I guess the accident's a perfect metaphor for me and Nicholas. He used me up, and then he ran me over.
So, how's Rebecca?
Oh, looks like she's gonna make it. I just took her statement.
And when are you gonna arrest Nicholas?
It was an accident, Ethan. She started across the street without looking. She stepped right in front of his car. Nicholas couldn't stop in time.
And that's it?
Yeah, that's it, according to Rebecca.
Okay, wait. Nicholas breaks up with Rebecca, and on the same night, he tries to run her down with his car. That doesn't seem strange to you?
How's she doing?
Well, she's alive. No thanks to you.
I really don't appreciate what you're implying.
Oh, I'm not implying anything. I'm saying straight up that you tried to kill Rebecca.
Hey, hold on, dude. How would that work? Seriously. Do you really believe that Nicholas waited outside of my house for Rebecca to show up and then deliberately ran her down?
Look, I don't know the details, okay, but it was no accident.
Why? Why would he do that? There's a huge difference between breaking up with someone and wanting them dead. What possible motive could he have?
Elizabeth, is that you?
Will you settle for Elizabeth's older brother? Steve Weber.
Rebecca Shaw.
At the risk of being impolite, you really do look exactly like Emily Quartermain.
Oh, is that why I rank a visit from the new chief of staff?
How'd you know?
Well, Edward and Monica have been talking about you for weeks.
I was in the ER when you were brought in last night. Just wanted to see how you're doing.
Oh, I'm fine so far. And it's so nice to meet you. Monica's over the moon because you took the job. She thinks it's perfect that Steve Hardy's grandson is going to be the new chief of staff.
Well, it sounds like Monica has you up to date on this place.
At least some of it. And the Quartermains have been so kind to me. So they were saying that you're moving here from Memphis.
We're going to try and get it there for years.
So you must be ready for anything.
Oh, well, I guess we'll see about that, won't we?
Must be so exciting to come back to Port Charles after having been away for so long. I'm sure there's so much you don't know about, especially about your little sister.
And what exactly are you planning to tell my brother about me?
You want to tell me what that was about? Or maybe you just wanted to rip her face off?
Don't tempt me.
Look, whatever it is, you know I'm on your side.
She's just a miserable bitch, that's all. And I hate the fact that every time I look at her, I miss Emily even more.
What I just saw has nothing to do with missing your best friend. And I'm guessing whatever she has on you must be pretty good, because I found you crying last night. You were on edge today.
I wish Rebecca had never even heard of Port Charles.
Well, maybe she feels that way too. But I'm concerned about you. I don't care what she has on you or what you've done. So when you're ready to tell me about it, I'm ready to help.
I just took Rebecca's statement. She was very clear that Nicholas ran her over by accident.
Well, what do you expect her to say to his brother, the cop?
Okay, if you're serious about this and you want to look over the statement or discuss it with Mac, that's fine.
And maybe Rebecca's giving you the benefit of the doubt, but it's pretty obvious to me that you saw Rebecca crossing the street and you thought, hey, what a great chance to make your life easier, so you hit the gas.
Maybe Nicholas hasn't handled the situation with Rebecca perfectly, but he's no murderer.
You know, I was actually starting to build up some respect for you, Lucky. But now that you're siding with the Cassadine over here, I guess all that's out the window.
Look, I'm not proud of the way I treated Rebecca, but I swear to you, Lucky, getting over was an accident.
I know, Nicholas. You don't have to defend yourself. You haven't done anything wrong.
I apologize for walking out on you before.
No, it's all right. I kind of put you on the spot.
I know Elizabeth's all grown up with children and a career. She'll always be my little sister.
Are you asking me to back off, Dr. Weber?
I'm just saying that when Elizabeth says jump, all I'm going to ask is how high.
You won't be the only one.
Look, I don't know who did what to who, and I really don't much care. But I've always found that the longer you hold a grudge, the more people get hurt. And not just the person you're mad at. So now that you've got all this time on your hands, maybe you want to work something out with my little sister. Or you could both do yourselves a favor and agree to let it go.
Is this a bad time?
No, I need to get going. I'm glad you've got some company.
Who is that?
Elizabeth's big brother, Stephen Weber, the new chief of staff. Yet another man who's instantly in Elizabeth's corner. She's unbelievable, Ethan.
Are you in trouble?
I don't think so. He's so nice. It's hard to believe he's related to Elizabeth.
Well, I know how we can get your mind off all this. Molasses cookies and a deck of cards.
Aw, thank you. You're the best.
Blackjack?
Yeah, maybe later.
How are you really doing?
I've been thinking about my old job in Washington State and how much it would cost to move to France or Monte Carlo.
Basically as far away from Nicholas as possible, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, well, I don't understand it. First, Nicholas leads you on, then he dumps you, then he runs you down with his car. I don't see how you can forgive him.
Who says I have? Jen.
See, there's the Rebecca I remember from the bar at
Yes.
Kennedy. Smart and tough and not taking anything from anyone.
I'm definitely starting to feel more like myself again.
Well, Nicholas made a serious mistake, you know, he needs to pay. We just need to come up with a plan.
Ethan, I don't want to send you any mixed messages because I care about you and I really want what's best for you. But we're not going to end up together, no matter how I decide to deal with Nicholas.
If that's what you want, I can live with just being friends. As long as you're not wasting time on Nicholas Cassadine.
How you feeling?
Go away. You're not welcome here.
Oh, no, on the contrary. Please, come in, Nicholas. I'm so happy to see you. But why don't you stay for a while?
I just want to tell you again how sorry I am, and I'm happy to pay for any medical bills or follow-ups that you may have.
Oh, it's very kind.
I handled the situation poorly, I admit that.
Oh, it's very moving, Nicholas. Really, it is. But I didn't ask you to stay so I could hear your apology. I thought you might be interested in the conversation that I was just having with Ethan. I was just about to tell him why I was so determined to see Lucky last night.